Springfield, Ohio faces a cultural shift and controversy amid Haitian migration surge. Hello and welcome to hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin, where we break down the headlines with a constitutionalist for liberty standpoint, presenting the facts with a moderate/ conservative Republican partisanship slant. Today, we take a look at the ongoing narrative pushed by the mainstream media, always finding ways to discredit former President Donald Trump. Whether he speaks directly, giving an honest opinion, or makes statements that some may call controversial, the media is quick to react, often attempting to undermine him without addressing the larger issues he brings up. And that brings us to Springfield, Ohio. A once quiet and peaceful blue-collar city has seen drastic changes in recent years to the influx of Haitian migrants. What used to be a town of less than 60,000 residents has now welcomed an estimated 15,000 to 20,000 Haitian immigrants. This population surge has not only strained local resources, but also left many longtime residents concerned for their safety. City officials have acknowledged that the sudden demographic shift has placed pressure on resources and that changes must be made to ensure that all residents, new and old, can coexist. However, these challenges took a darker turn when disturbing allegations surfaced about migrants hunting and eating animals within the community. Now, during a recent city council meeting, some residents came forward with claims that Haitian migrants were killing cats, dogs, ducks, and geese for food. Then Senator J.D. Vance, former President Donald Trump's running mate in the 2024 presidential election, shared that his office had been overwhelmed with similar reports. In response, he took to X to write, quote, "Reports now show that people have had their pets abducted and eaten by people who shouldn't be in this country." Now, the issue even made it its way to the national stage during a presidential debate, where Trump stated, quote, "In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in, they're eating the cats, they're eating the pets of the people that lived there." Now, while local authorities and city officials have denied receiving any credible reports about pets being harmed by migrants, Ohio Attorney General Dave Yost provided a different perspective. Yost highlighted a recorded police call from a witness who reportedly saw migrants capturing geese for food, and he emphasized that citizens had testified before the city council about such incidents. He questioned why the media would prefer to rely on, quote, "a carefully worded city hall press releases instead of the testimony of competent witnesses." What we see here is a pattern. Time and time again, the media either downplays or outright dismisses legitimate concerns about the impact of mass migration on local communities. Let's take, for example, Trump's warning that migrants and the cultural changes they bring to American communities. Many mocked Trump when he said that the non-citizen migrants, specifically Haitians, were causing problems in some areas, even claiming that they were killing and eating animals like cats and ducks for food. So the media immediately went on the offensive, calling his remarks xenophobic and baseless. But whether it's about migrants eating animals or the safety of citizens, the media prefers to paint these stories as conspiracy theories rather than digging into the facts, as with Trump's comments after 9/11 a long time ago, where he was ridiculed for recalling Muslims celebrating the tragedy until evidence proved otherwise. We see similar dismissal of the real concerns raised by Springfield residents. So here we are again, with the media desperately trying to ignore what's happening on the ground to discredit Trump. But when you dig deeper, you see the reality. There are real issues when an influx of migrants changes the character of communities, especially when it comes to basic survival needs for like food. The eating of ducks and cats, no matter how much the media wants to dismiss it, is just another example of Trump sounding the alarm on something that many would rather not talk about. And he's not lying. If there's just one case of somebody eating a duck, if there's just one case of somebody eating a cat, etc., he's not lying. And there has been cases. However, the truth of the matter is far more complex and unsettling. Reports have surfaced from several communities, including Ohio, where people have observed individuals, in some cases migrants, hunting local wildlife for food. These are not just isolated incidents, they are part of a larger problem stemming from the influx of migrants who have different living standards and customs from the communities they now inhabit. So the reality is this: Springfield is grappling with significant changes, and the allegations coming from its residents deserve to be heard and investigated fully. These are not just isolated complaints. They are part of a broader concern about the consequences of unchecked immigration and how it affects our communities. In Ohio, there have been confirmed accounts of migrants eating ducks and cats. While the media chooses to ignore or downplay these stories, local sources and some brave investigative journalists have shed light on these incidents. And the point isn't to vilify migrants, but to highlight the strain on communities as they attempt to integrate large numbers of new residents who, in some cases, have resorted to survival tactics that clash with local norms. This cultural shift is just one of many unintended consequences of unchecked migration. I think it's time for us to go right. Just to give you a quick remix, Springfield, Ohio has seen a surge in Haitian immigration and migration, leading to safety concerns, resource strain, and disturbing allegations about the killing of animals for food. While city officials have tried to downplay these reports, citizens have testified, and witnesses have confirmed the incidences. The media, as usual, prefers to ignore these stories, echoing a pattern of disregarding Trump's warnings that history shows often turn out to be correct. But once again, the media is going out of its way to discredit Donald Trump. Whether it's pointing out serious concerns about cultural shifts due to mass migration or recalling events like 9/11, the narrative stays the same. Ridicule first, facts later. In Ohio, confirmed accounts of migrants eating cats and ducks for food further demonstrate that these concerns are real. The mainstream media can mock and undermine all they want, but the Trump's warnings continue to prove true. So I urge you, stay tuned, stay engaged, and for more in-depth news, be sure to visit GoRightNews.com. And you can find us on rumble.com at Go Right News. And don't forget to search for hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and other platforms. And if you want to help support the cause, please consider donating via Cash App at $ Peter Boykin and the number 1. Links to everything are available at GoRightNews.com and PeterBoykin.com. So keep standing up for the truth, because together we can go right. God bless. Peace.